Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs and I'm afraid there is no new one chunk build tutorial today. The simple reason for that is that I was not able to complete another one before I headed off on this trip to the United States with my wife, so the last couple have been pre-recorded and there wasn't a new one this week. But instead, what I thought I'd do is create a tutorial to show you guys how to import the one chunk builds that I've already made into your Minecraft world. And a lot of you guys have been asking me for a world download or something like that. The world download will be turning up once we've hit 16 structures total for the series, so I figured releasing a world download of 16 by 16 structures would work the best, so I figured it was kind of thematic for the series and everything. But in the meantime, for those of you guys who can't wait for the world download, I'm going to show you how to import these structures into your world using structure blocks. Now, if you know what structure blocks are, just head over to the description of any of my one chunk tutorial videos and you should find the structure file as a link in the description ready and waiting for you. But if you don't know how to use structure blocks, keep watching because that's what this is going to be a tutorial for, essentially. So for a start, I've created a default Minecraft world. This is a brand new world. Cheats are enabled and I'm in creative mode. Now, you don't need to be in creative mode, but you will need cheats enabled because you need to be able to type commands. So if you've got a survival single player world that you don't have cheats enabled, go to open to LAN, allow cheats and start a LAN world. Now obviously nobody will be able to access it unless they're on your local area network, but the whole point is to enable cheats so that you can give yourself a structure block. Now I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but first we need to make sure that we have structure files in the files for this world. So we're going to leave Minecraft, I'm going to take you to my desktop and we'll get started from there. Okay, welcome to the desktop. We're going to close Minecraft out for a second and I will show you a couple of folders in Windows Explorer. Now this basically works the same on a Mac. You just need to find where your Minecraft folder is. In the PC on Windows, all you need to do is type %appdata% like so, and it'll come up with this app data roaming folder. Minecraft is usually right at the top of that list. It's .minecraft, that folder. And if you go into your saves folder, you will find I have a bunch of worlds here. The one we're using is called structure block demo, and you need to open the folder for any worlds that you want to import these structures into. Now, right now, you'll notice there are a bunch of folders in here already. There's advancements, data, player data, region, dim1, and so forth. Right now, it doesn't have a structures folder, so you need to create one. And if you use structure blocks at all in a world, it will probably create a structures folder for you, but you can just create one manually if you don't have one already. And that's the key to importing this into your Minecraft world. So I'm going to create a folder named structures. I don't think it has to be lowercase, but most of the other folders are lowercase, so it makes sense. And open that up. Right now it's empty, but if you download the structure files that I've left in the descriptions of the one chunk tutorial videos, you will end up with these NBT files. And I've got a folder of 3 of them here, which were the first 3 I created: the rustic house, the windmill, and everybody's favorite, the castle. And what we're going to do is move these, we're going to copy them over, hold down Control and copy, and they're going to be placed inside of this structures folder inside our structure block demo world. So now we can load up Minecraft again and we can actually start importing these things. And welcome back to our Minecraft world, folks. Okay, we're still in creative mode, we still have cheats enabled, and the first thing we need to do is get our hands on a structure block. Now, these are like command blocks in that you cannot find them anywhere in the creative inventory. If I type the word structure, it's not going to turn up anywhere here. Instead, what you have to do is use a command to give yourself one of these blocks. So we're going to start by typing /give. If you hit tab, it will auto-complete with your username. So Pixlriffs is going to come up in my case. Hit tab again, it will auto-complete Minecraft. And then you need to start typing the word structure and then hit tab. It will fill that up. Hit tab one more time and it'll say structure block. The other thing is structure void, which we don't need to worry about right now. But if you enter give Pixlriffs Minecraft structure block like that, you give yourself a structure block, and these things are pretty fancy. Now, these came out a little while ago, so people might be familiar with them already. They have 4 different modes, which are data, save, load, and corner. Now, we don't need to worry about any of these except for load. And in the structure name field up here, we need to type the name of one of the files we've just imported into the structures folder, as I just showed you. In this case, we're going to put pixel_castle, so we can upload the castle. You don't need to put the .nbt at the end, just put the first part of the file name. if you hit include entities and hit load, it will show you the bounding box. You need to turn entities on because a lot of these builds have entities, things like torches, item frames, banners, stuff like that will be in there. And you'll notice that having placed it on the surface like this, you'll notice that it's floating one block above the ground because it always loads it above here. And now you can change this in a couple of ways. One way would be simply to just delete it and then place it one block further down. The other way is if we go back to load here, type pixel castle. I always end up typing Pixlriffs by mistake, and then hit load. And then if you change the relative position, so for example, if you type 0 in there and hit done, it will actually move the whole thing one block down. Likewise, if you feel like maybe it's sticking over this ravine a little bit at the back, maybe I need to move it this way a few blocks, you just need to know which coordinate this is. Okay, it's towards negative Z. Okay, so if you go into here and type a negative number in here like that and hit done, then it'll move that way 5 blocks, for example. So you're always importing it relative to the position of this structure block. Likewise, if you want to rotate the build in any way, then you can have it rotated. So for example, if it doesn't look like it's imported in the right direction, then you can always change it there. So we're going to leave this on normal for right now, and we're just going to hit load like that. And bam, it appears in your Minecraft world. Look at that. Structure looking very, very nice. Castle looking very cool. And of course on the inside, all of the stuff we imported into here, including the sheep has ended up in the tower. Well, you can stay in there for a moment, mate. Get yourself down to the dungeon while you're at it. And yeah, this is a complete replica of the structure that I made for my one chunk castle tutorial, straight up imported into your Minecraft world. Now, obviously, as I said before, if you want to rotate it so it looks different, you can't really do it from this particular model because obviously it's in place now. So what you want to do is learn yourself the fill command. If you type the coordinates of where you're currently standing, you can tab autocomplete those as well with /fill, copy that, and then just come over to the other side of your build like so, open up the text bar again, paste that and then your current relative coordinates, and then type Minecraft air. You can just fill it in like that, and obviously right now it hasn't taken out the ground right here, but we can just do that again and everything is gone. So the fill command is also kind of useful, but be careful with these, of course, because they are very powerful commands. You don't want to end up deleting something that you wanted to keep. This time we'll rotate it 270 degrees so it's facing us when we import it, and if we include entities and hit load, it's going to come up with the wireframe and it's going to rotate it around the corner axis, so you'll end up with it being placed several blocks over. Anyway, what we probably want to do is add 5 to the relative position, hit done, and it'll move over a little bit, and then finally we can hit load. And bam, there it is, back again and looking in a completely different direction. So that's how you rotate stuff. Obviously, with this wireframe still here, it's because the structure block itself has not been removed. So you just need to find that and get rid of it, and you'll no longer have the wireframe around there. So there you go, folks. That's how you import builds into your world. I'll demonstrate again over here with the windmill, just so you guys have another demonstration. We'll put it one block into the ground, but of course you can always move around the relative position and so forth. There we go. Isn't that lovely, folks? All right, and we just got to terraform the land around it a little bit if we want to blend it in with the environment, but it's looking pretty nice. It imports all of the farmland, all of the wheat and everything, and the inside floor I believe we left completely blank in here in the original build, so that's there for you to customize as you want. So hope this was a useful tutorial for you folks. Of course, the rustic house that we added to the structures folder will work exactly the same way, so if you wanted to import that one as well, then you could. But that's going to be it for this tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and for watching the One Chunk series as well. I hope this is useful to you, and if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments. Of course, One Chunk tutorials will be back very, very soon. As soon as I'm back from my trip, I'll be working on a bunch, and I've probably been working on some of the designs even while I've been away. But that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, which once again was made with the kind support of my patrons. If you want to head over to patreon.com/pixlriffs and consider donating to support my channel, I would really appreciate it. Thanks for leaving a like, and support the channel by subscribing as well, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.